What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your top 5 threats to Leon Edwards, baby. Rocky Edwards. But yeah, I told you guys I'd come out with this video. We are at the road to UFC 286, and we're almost here, y'all. It is tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait for it. But yeah, man, this is your top 5 threats for Leon Edwards. I think Leon can be a phenomenal champion. I think some people are kind of hating on him over some bullshit, and obviously his last performance against Usman wasn't the greatest, even though he probably had one of the greatest comebacks all time and one of the greatest KOs in title history, especially in welterweight title history. So yeah, you know, it is what it is, but they can hate on greatness, but I think Leon really can be that guy. I really truly believe deep down in my heart, I think he can be a legitimate force in this division. I truly believe that, and I don't care what no one says, man. I really don't care what no one says, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's get with this top 5 threats to Leon Edwards. So at number 5, I went with Belal Muhammad. I think Belal is probably the standard bearer for a lot of people. He had some success in that first fight, but I just think based on his skill set, I think he has a chance. You know, he's a good wrestler, tough, sturdy dude. But I think Leon, if he keeps up a good pace, I think he can kind of like pick him apart, man. I've always felt like if you can stop some of the good things that Belal is good at, the guy has good wrestling, good boxing. Just he's a workhorse fighter, so he's good everywhere, but he's not great anywhere. And I think one of his weakest points is the striking. I really do, because I think if you tag him up a little bit and you gain some momentum, you could really mess him up. I always talk about his Lyman Good fight. That third round against Lyman Good was such a fucking scary round for him. He almost got killed in that round, and he's been knocked out before. Luque killed him, so you know it is what it is. So I just honestly think, like, let's not forget, Leon almost killed him with a head kick, right? I think if Leon can stuff the takedowns, I think he kind of beats Belal with ease. But Belal's a good fighter, man. Respect to him on a tremendous run and what he's accomplished in the weight class. I respect what he's done. I'm not mad at it. He's been putting on really good performances lately, and he's on a good run. So good for him. So I went with Mr. Belal Muhammad at number 5, basically. So at number 4, I went with Gilbert Durinho Burns. Gilbert is so good, bro. He's such, like, I tell people, like, Gilbert's probably one of the more underrated BJJ guys with great wrestling. He has phenomenal wrestling. I feel like that's a part of his game that's so underrated, and he's such a good fighter. He really is, and I truly believe that. But I just think Leon's too long for him, and obviously, I've always said Gilbert's durability issues will be his kryptonite, but I've kind of picked him in most of his fights, besides I guess the Wonder Boy fight. But against Magny and against guys like Chimaev, I just don't think they have that pinpoint accuracy to really touch that chin. Even though Chimaev dropped him and really finished Gilbert, I think Leon Edwards is one of the most accurate strikers in the division. The way he can just find certain shots and really touch you. Now, don't get it twisted, he is a decision magnet, but I just think I truly believe Leon might be a little too much for Gilbert on the feet. It's going to be a great fight for like the 3 rounds or 4 rounds at last, but I do think Leon gets him out of there, and I think Leon beats him. But I mean, fucking Leon doesn't have the greatest chin in the world, and he's been rocked, and Gilbert hits hard, so if Gilbert touches him up a little bit, it's not a good look. It's real talk. It's not a good look. So Gilbert could hurt him, but I think Leon picks Gilbert apart here, and he gets it done. So I got him at number 4. At number 3, I went with Shavkat Rakhmonov. I think Shavkat is awesome. I truly believe Shavkat is next level. I'm a Shavkat fan. What he did to Jeff Neal was phenomenal. The only place where I feel like Shavkat might have issues, again, we've talked about his head movement. He doesn't move his head the best. I thought he showed better head movement against Jeff Neal, and he ended up breaking Jeff Neal in there. But I do believe Leon. It's a tough fight. I think Shavkat could beat Leon, real talk. But I think Leon, he'll have good moments in there. But I just think Shavkat might be too much for him. Honestly, uh, I'm a Rocky fan, so I'd probably go with Leon. But down the line, you could see Shavkat take that belt from him one day, and I really would not be surprised. I really wouldn't. I think Shavkat's just getting better. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That guy's just getting better. I just think the head movement thing is something he has to work on. And also another problem with Shavkat, it seems like he really has a hard time taking down elite fighters. Um, and that's one thing I noticed against Jeff Neal. He couldn't take him down, even though he was able to dominate Magny, a guy that in Magny who beat Jeff Neal. He wasn't really able to take down Jeff Neal. So I'm not saying he can't take down elite fighters because he hasn't really fought any top five guys. But what I'm saying is that I'm scared that he might have problems taking down a Gilbert Burns or a Colby Covington or Usman or anyone else in that top five. He might have some issues with that. So his wrestling might be a little suspect too. So yeah. At number 2, I went with Kumar Usman, the guy that's going to be challenging for the title this Saturday. I respect Usman. He's a legitimate threat going into. He's motivated. He's coming in here. He's been very silent. He hasn't talked too much. He's just letting the work speak for itself. And he could legitimately go out there and beat Leon. And he's done it before. Obviously, I've made my reasons known on my breakdown. You guys know who I'm picking and why I'm picking. But this is it's going to be a great fight. But he's on my number 2 threat. And I think you guys know who's my number 1 threat to Mr. Leon Edwards. It's Colby fucking Covington, baby. I think Colby is just way too durable. I think he could take a shot. I think he could take a shot better than Usman, real talk. And I just think Colby, I think he can grind out Leon. I truly, truly believe that it's going to be a great fight. And do I think Leon could go out there and fucking hurt and smoke Colby? Yeah, I think it's very, very possible he can do it. And I think it'll be a phenomenal fight. But I think Colby beats him. I've said it for a very long time. I love them both. I love Colby and Leon. They're both my guys. But I think Colby beats him. It's going to be a great fight. It'll be like a phenomenal, just classic. But I think just Colby's just toughness and his heart is a little too much. And I can't wait. So it is what it is. Those are my top 5 threats for Mr. Leon Edwards. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love y'all and goodbye. Go follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. Like, comment, share the videos. Get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Love y'all and goodbye.